Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. You don't normally see me at the beginning, and if you want to, beautiful souls, just skip straight to the readings or the cards. The timestamps are below. But I wanted to share something with you because last week with my readings on Sunday, something really quite remarkable happened, and I just thought, yeah, I'll just jump on camera and say a little bit about it first of all. But as I said, you can skip straight to the drawing of the cards, the runes, the charms, and the readings if you wish to. So I post these readings every Sunday. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jenny Florence. This is my Moon Magic Tarot channel. Welcome back to all of you who are already a part of the Moon Magic Tarot community. Beautiful souls, if you're part of this community, you'll know I post a reading every single Sunday, and it's for immediate guidance. And I then look at the next 7 days if it seems appropriate, depending on the messages that are coming through. Well, last week, some of you, if you are sort of touch base on Sunday, people, you'll know that actually I posted 2 readings last week. The thing is, though, I didn't post them, or I posted 1 of them. Okay, so when I do a reading, I always set an intent, and in my preparation, I ask for the readings to reach the people they need to reach at the time that they need to reach them. These are timeless readings, so even though I'm personally tuning into the energy of the moment, these are timeless readings, which means that ultimately I trust that they find the right people at the right time and at the right moment. But nevertheless, I'm in the zone and the time space of when I'm doing it. And a little while ago, not so long ago, I decided to do like a reserve reading in case there was ever a time when I was unable to post a reading on Sunday. If something happened in my world, I mean, I know you guys would be unbelievably understanding, I'm sure, if I was unavailable to post, but I kind of decided I would do this reserve reading, and it would be there should I ever need to post a reading and my world didn't accommodate being able to do it right in the moment. And when I set my intent, because I couldn't focus on a date or the astrological happenings of a particular time, I set a really strong intention and a really strong request that this reading and this series of readings needed to be absolutely right in the moment that they would go live, in the moment when they would be most needed and they would reach the people that needed to hear them. So I did a lot of preparation around it. I did the reading. It was probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago, something. I can't even remember when I did it. I did the reading and I uploaded it to YouTube, and it wasn't live, and it was sitting there, with exactly that intent that when it was needed, it would be there. Anyway, last week I posted my reading for the week. And I then checked in on comments, and there was a comment from someone saying, oh wow, what a lot of readings this week. And I thought that was perhaps because I had posted a conversation with my younger sister Jocelyn just the day before. But when I then looked again at the comments, there were comments on 2 separate videos, and this reserve reading had gone live. But I can genuinely tell you, I didn't do that. I didn't make it go live. When I actually looked at the moment they went live, do you know, they went live at exactly the same time. They were posted simultaneously as, I clicked, go live on the one that I had done, and the other one went live simultaneously, literally at the exact moment. If I looked at the timings, at the sort of back end of YouTube. So I'm really a bit blown away by this, because clearly my intent, which was very, very clear, was that these readings should be right for the time that they went live, and they kind of went live on their own. I still to this day have no idea. I've pondered this all week. I have no idea what happened or how it happened, but it did. I've actually put the reading from last week into a link to it in the times with the times and things in the description box. I'll put it all in a comment as well. But just in case you didn't check it out and you want to, or you questioned why there were 2. And so this is why, obviously, that reading was meant to reach a certain number of people, and it was meant to happen last week. I have no idea how it happened, but I just thought I would share it with you because we're in this incredible time of accelerated change. And we know astrologically that the energy is such that there are these massive surges of energy which create these sort of pockets of quantum leaps of transformation. And you know, quantum physics tells us there's no such thing as time and space, so I have no idea how that happened. You know, maybe at some point in the future it will become clear to me as to how that manifested. All I know is that it did, and it was clearly meant to be, and it was for me also a very humble reminder. You know, as readers, any of you will know, I know many of you are readers too, if you have your own channels and your own avenues of reading, we are here in service. You know, we are here to offer what we can in ways that will benefit individual people, but collectively humanity as well. And because everything that we each do makes a difference to the collective. And I felt really humbled by the fact that, you know, the universe, source, spirit clearly does have the upper hand. And I think for me it's evidence really that miracles can happen. And you could sort of say, well, Jenny, you must have absent-mindedly posted too. I genuinely can assure you I didn't. And so, yeah, I'm blown away by this, and I remain blown away by it, but also very humbled. So beautiful souls, if you didn't check it out and you want to, I'm very curious to hear how last week's readings resonated and whether they impacted in a particular way, whether more than, given that both readings went live, whether both of them had really significant messages for you. I know some of you have posted it already, but just with a new awareness of what happened, it may be that you, if you haven't checked them out or checked both of them out, you might want to. So beautiful souls, that's all I have to say. Beyond thank you, very big humble gratitude and massive appreciation for all of you being here, for all of you checking in on these readings, and just for the pathway that you're all following. You know, life is quite challenging at times at the moment. We are getting these intense surges of energy that are here to help us to grow. But wow, you know, sometimes it feels like it's a roller coaster. You know, you want to say just fasten your seatbelt and hang on in there. At other times, you know, the peaks and the troughs are huge, and the peaks are amazing, but the troughs can also be challenging for us. So, you know, everything that's happening at this time has such relevance to transformation and to humanity moving into the dawning of a new age. So beautiful souls, you know, we are able to live in principle in a far more conscious way and manifest and live, you know, in a kind of quantum era, which is what we're moving to. So beautiful souls, I'm going to stop talking, but thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you, for being here. I just wanted to share that with you because it sort of, you know, blew me away and has sat with me. I feel it has some great relevance to everything that all of us are trying to do in terms of navigating our way into new ways of living and being. So tons of love to you all. Let's shift the camera down and look at the cards and the runes and the charms for this week's readings, which I am doing now. So welcome to this week's readings, beautiful souls. So we have 3 cards to choose from, 3 runes, 3 charms, and yeah, the timestamps are below. Let me hold them each up to you so you can really tune into the energy, to what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And we have, for pile 1, we have the card of Water Your Garden. These cards are from the Starseed Oracle, if any of you are interested in that. So pile 1, Water Your Garden. And this is with the rune of Rado, Journey, and also a beautiful little dog. We have like a little Scotty dog, Charm. So that's pile 1. Then pile 2, we have Lost Lands. And we have Kano, the rune of Openings, and we have another dog as well, a little sausage dog. So pile 2 also has a dog. Kano, the rune of Openings. And then for pile 3, We have Taurus. This is the rune of gateway, and some glasses, but let me show you the card first. So the card is a new earth. This is for pile 3. And we have Taurus, the rune of gateway, and we have a pair of glasses. So this is for pile 3. Now, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for just a little bit longer, just to give you an opportunity to take a bit more time if you need to. The timestamps, as I've mentioned, are below. I'll be putting all the cards, as always, in the description and in a comment too, so you can access any of the cards that you really feel you want to tune in with yourselves. And really, all I can say is tons and tons of love. Oh, actually, I should just say as well, of course, the intention, which I have already set in my preparation, is to ask for immediate guidance. This is the reading that I do every single Sunday. I post readings usually on Tuesdays and Fridays as well, and some shorts in between, but this is a reading I do every Sunday where we ask for immediate guidance, a message you need to know and to hear right here and right now. And then also I sometimes draw cards to just check out what's happening in the next 7 days, what's coming in the week ahead. So, beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to the reading pile 1. So you have the rune of Rado, you have this beautiful little dog, water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. I kind of feel this really is actually genuinely just asking you to take a break. I'm not quite sure how that's going to fit, and we need to draw more cards, maybe even a vacation or some time out with Rado, the rune of journey. Literally go on a journey, take some time away from the busyness of your world. We have Angel of Learning. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. We have Angel of Learning. We have, let's draw a spirit animal guide for you as well. We have Fox, clever, you are swift and smart, solutions to problems are easily found, always listen to your instincts, resources surround you, be open to romance. Okay, your reading is actually becoming very clear already, but let me draw some more cards as well before I dive straight into what I'm already hearing. There is your card showing immediately. Alchemist, yes. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. The shadow attribute for this card is misuse of the power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice, but that is not what I'm seeing for you. Okay, this is really very clear, actually. I'll draw more cards as well. Of course, we'll draw tarot cards too. The take time out is interesting, because actually this is like asking you to step away from something in order to see it clearly. Take some time out. There's something here that you are manifesting, perhaps. Building, growing. You know, manifesting is in its purest form. You're creating something. And actually some time away is needed in order for it to flow. It's almost as though you're not exactly entrapped in it. It's not quite the right word, but you know, you're busy and working on something. It's going to have a very favorable outcome. You're learning, you're growing, you're developing something. But actually the way to move this forwards at its best, to know the next step, is actually to step away from it. If you step away, that's when this sort of like trying to snap my fingers, it did work almost in the end. Like that's when the light bulb moment. switches on. You're very clever. You know what you're doing, what you're growing and what you're building is very unique to you. You know it, you understand it, and I'm seeing so much magic happening here, so much alchemy. I feel that Spirit Source is really working with you to bring something forth. You're clever, you know what you're doing. However, for this to get to this, for this sort of journey of creation to reach its end point, to reach its "dana, here it is" moment, I feel that there needs to be, it's like, yeah, there needs to be a stepping away in order to see something with a greater clarity. Let's get some more cards for you. Let's draw your tarot cards. See what we're showing. May we get guidance, information. So we have the Sun. Wow, huge cards. We have the Sun, Judgment, and the Lovers, just as a starter. Wow. Gosh, the energy that came out with these cards is something else. Just listening to that, some of you may actually be quite tired. Some of you may have really been working so solidly that, in all honesty, you're getting a bit tired, you're getting a bit run down. Taking time out, stepping away will kind of clear the way for things to now flow and emerge. Maybe your work-life balance is out of balance with the card of the Lovers. Perhaps you're needing to take time out and invest in yourself, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. You're going to achieve what you want. It's gonna happen. You're clever, you're swift, you're smart. You know, solutions to problems are easily found. You can achieve everything that you are wanting to achieve. Beautiful souls. I get the impression there's quite a strong sense of pressure around you, and yet you're also very fired up. You know, sometimes when we are very fired up, we're working on something very creative, we're manifesting something, then what kind of happens is that we get so excited, we get really into it, which is amazing, but to the point where we begin to place pressure on ourselves. And I feel there's an element of that. Take some time out. 5 of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to need clarification around that one actually in just a minute. 6 of Wands. Oh, well, there we go. There we have the clarification. This is like going from almost like rags to riches, going from disappointment to total success. I feel this is possibly more to do with your fears. I'll get another little pack of tarot cards out in just a minute. Let's draw a couple more here first. We have the Ace of Swords and the World. Yeah. Do you know what? This is really saying to you, look, take some time out, step away from this, go have some fun. You know, if you are in a wonderful relationship, you know, maybe go on a vacation, take some time out. If you're not, then maybe you need to invest in, if you want to be in a relationship, you don't have to be, you might want to be single, but you know, if you are single and you want to be in a relationship, then invest in that. Invest in going out and having fun and relaxing and looking for somebody, connecting with people. What you're creating is going to happen, okay? This is transformational. This really is. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. I wonder if for some of you, actually, romance has been rather lacking lately. Perhaps if you're in an existing relationship, it's feeling a bit tired. And if you're single, you're looking for love, but it hasn't really appeared. But I definitely have a feeling of tiredness around you. And this is saying, look, let's replenish you. Let's look after you. Take some time away. Let's rest. Let's fulfill you in the very essence of you. And then when you come back, everything here is going to happen, because you'll come back with it's like your mood. That's what I'm now seeing in the 5 of Cups. I will get a couple more clarification cards around it, but I feel like it's almost like you've got a bit run down, and you know, actually taking time out will replenish. You're going to come back up in such a zone that success will come. You know, the world is coming to you. The Ace of Swords it's like replenishing yourself, mind, body, soul. And in your mind, you know, if you're exhausted physically, if you're worn out, if you're run down, then if you don't replenish, your mind starts to sort of deteriorate as well. Your mind will start to move into places of self-doubt. I love them. Years ago I listened to a talk by Christiane Northrup. It was called The Power of Joy. I really recommend it. She's an amazing speaker, and I think it was in that particular talk anyway, but she mentioned an author whose name I'm afraid I cannot remember, but the author had said, it was, "My mind is a bad neighborhood, I shouldn't go there alone." And it just really made me chuckle, because I think for all of us, you know, our mind can kind of take us into that territory. Actually, we can go down that road a little bit sometimes, and sometimes a lot. And the tireder you are, do you know, the harder it is to keep a positive mindset. And yet everything here is geared to success. So this is literally, it's like giving you permission to take time away. If there's a problem in your working world, your creative world, if there's any kind of procrastination, or a bit like having writer's block, or the equivalent of writer's block in anything you're doing, it's going to shift. It's absolutely going to shift. But you need to take time out to make it happen. It's almost like if you clear that space and you breathe again, just get yourself still. Somehow the answers are just going to land with you. You'll see things differently, you'll feel differently, and it's like almost the moment your energy is different, everything becomes transformational. Let's draw more cards and just get a little bit of clarification. I think I'm right about this, but let's just ask about the Five of Cups. Okay, look, would you believe it that we have the Six of Wands again showing up, and then we have the Devil, which is a card of liberation. Okay, ultimately it's a card of cutting cords and liberation. I can't believe you have the Six of Wands twice. I mean, this is the card in the pack of success. So I think taking time out, cutting the cords as well for some of you, perhaps if there has been a disappointment in some area of your life, potentially in love, if this is, because we do have a card, be open to romance here. If you have been disappointed, it's actually time to put that down, and then with a very, very clear mindset of what you're looking for, learning from those experiences, but with a clear mindset, know that you can now transform. You can manifest with the Alchemist card. You are in a very transformational place. And this is, we have success literally sitting on your doorstep here. I'm going to draw cards for the week. And I'm also going to, just to see what's happening this week, kind of interested in timings, actually, whether this is a week of just chill out and something's going to sort of magically happen. You know, we have these spaces, as I was saying right at the beginning of these readings, you know, there are quantum pockets of energy that are really transformative. It's like source, spirit, your angels, your guides, so much is happening to transport us, to transform us. So yeah, let's check out the week ahead and see kind of what we're showing about with the flow of energy for the week ahead. Maybe ask about the week ahead, how it might flow. I'm seeing these three cards coming through for you. Workaholic. Okay, here we go. Right, we have vanity and we have expansion. How interesting. All of these are the throat chakra, every single one. So there's something about having a voice here as well that's coming through. So this is really fascinating. Now the card of workaholic, I feel it's sort of speaking for itself in its own way in terms of life-work balance. The card of vanity is really interesting too, because it's about sometimes about not overextending yourself as well, of treasuring what you have rather than always striving for more. It's like treasure what you have, sit in a space of gratitude, which is, of course is the key, one of the main keys to manifestation. Gratitude puts us in a zone where the universe just wants to give back to us. The more gratitude you have for what you have already, the more is going to be given to you. I feel the expansion of something will happen. We've got success, we've got the world, we've got two cards of success. I feel what you desire is going to manifest. I do feel potentially really very quickly. I mean, I asked about this week and we've got the card of expansion. So something could move on very, very fast. It's almost as though all you have to do is stop. Isn't it interesting? Sometimes a reading will say take action, but I feel all you actually have to do is kind of stop, water your garden, take care of yourself, look after yourself, do what is right. All you have to do is literally stop, step away from the push, the striving. Stand back from it. And then it's like, I feel like your world, we have the sun and the world here, your world is just going to open up. What's really important is to stop striving to make it happen. Love what you do. Love the moment, love every moment, love what you're doing when you're doing it, love what you're not doing when you're not doing it. I think something is potentially shifting very, very soon for you. I've asked about the week ahead. It's almost as though your role in it is to trust. I mean, the card of expansion is all about trust. To trust source, to trust spirit, trust the universe. This is going to happen. You don't have to force it. You don't have to make it. Just trust that it's going to unfold in its own time. Cut the cords of self-doubt, beautiful souls. Yeah, I think this will unfold, and I think it is literally on some element of massive success. 6 of Wands twice. A massive element of success, of something that you know that you really want, is about to manifest. And your role in it is not to force it to happen, but to trust that it will. Hold that mindset of gratitude. Love what you have. Play, enjoy, treasure. Be present, be in the moment, water your garden, step back, take time out at the end of a busy day. Let it unfold and trust. And then, my beautiful souls, I think everything is going to emerge. I almost feel like it's like flicking a switch of success here. I'm thrilled for you. I'm really thrilled for you. I feel that you have been striving to try and probably manifest more than one thing in your world. For some of you, it's a manifesting of a relationship, perhaps, or an improving of an existing relationship. Could even be a business partnership, but it's a manifesting that connects to relationship. Could be like finding the right team or whatever it is, but also manifesting something very creative as well with the sun. And the right people come at the right time. And you're sort of being asked to trust this. Do you know, I'm now finding that there's real relevance to me talking right at the beginning of this video. If you didn't watch it, I mean, maybe it is relevant to you, pile one. But you know, what I was speaking about right at the beginning was how the universe has the upper hand. You know, last week, more than one reading was posted, and I didn't on my channel, and I only posted one of them, and I know I only posted one of them. So the universe had an upper hand in something. It's like the timing. And now I'm thinking, how interesting, because I didn't have to tell you guys that, but I thought I'll share it with you all because it's so fascinating, and I'm blown away when these things happen. And so, you know, in a way, I feel like your reading is like a reflection of something about that, about learning to trust that somehow things will be orchestrated and maneuvered to support you. You don't have to force it and make it happen and strive. Yes, you have to do your bit. but you don't have to. There's also a need. If manifestation is never just about us doing what we want and getting what we want, it's about true manifestation, I think, is actually about aligning with the universe and working with the universe, being in a partnership with source, with spirit, with the universe. And this is what this reading is asking you to do, with a kind of a promise of success, and a double-barreled promise for some of you. Maybe it is, if it is you know, you're working on a creative project and manifesting a relationship, it could be literally that both come in. So pile one, this is fab. Just go chill, have some fun, enjoy yourself, still work, still do your work, your creative projects, do what you're doing. But you know what? Above and beyond anything, treasure the moment, be present, love what you're doing. Sit in gratitude for where you are, take time out, chill out, have fun, relax. And that's when doorways will open for you. Pile one, this is your reading. I am wishing you the most amazing week. Do comment, let us know, touch base with us, let us know in this, well, let me know, let everybody here in this beautiful community know how things go. And I am sending you so much love. I'm really thrilled for you, truly. And thank you, all of you who like, share, comment, or give back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you so much. And it's interesting, I myself actually will be taking a little bit of time out. I'll still be posting some readings, but I'm going to be taking some time out. So I'm feeling quite excited for myself, and now I am feeling mega excited for you as well. Beautiful souls, I am sending you so much love. Pile two, welcome to your reading. We have a little dash hound here, a little sausage dog, and Kano, the rune of openings. Now this is really interesting. This card says soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Okay. Very interesting. I found it fascinating that we had two little dog charms that showed up. I don't think I've ever had that in a reading. So I wonder if there is an energy of loyalty or commitment around just the overall energy flow right here and right now. Let's draw cards and see what else we are shown. So we're looking for an immediate message for my, for pile two. Do you know, I'm just going to go with those. I was only going to draw one card. These are angel cards, but you know, if the angels are showing themselves, I'm bringing them in. So we have Angel of Love. We have Angel of Inspiration. We have Angel of Communication and Angel of Wisdom. Okay. Right. Okay. That's a lot of angel cards coming through. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Gosh, I think something is being opened. You're being shown something. Got Angel of Inspiration, Angel of Love, Angel of Wisdom. Yeah, communication here. I feel like something is being opened up for you. I wondered about loyalty with the dogs coming through. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Now, for some of you, it could be a soul connection with the Angel of Love. It could be an opening, maybe, that you are realizing that someone you are connected with, or you're about to meet someone you've met before. This is a soul connection. You've come back here and right now to work together, to do stuff together. It could be in a loving relationship, but you've come to walk side by side with purpose. Angel of Wisdom. You're being literally, something is coming back into your world or opening up that is a continuation of some element of a past life. You've come here for this purpose. It's like a soul purpose. Let's draw a spirit animal guide. Let's see what we're shown. How interesting, dog. Wow, wow, and more wow. What did I say? Fascinating that I didn't pick up on the dog charms in quite the same way in pile one, but for you, pile two, really loud and clear. Dog friend, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. I actually feel for some of you, someone is coming into your world who you've known before. Now, this could be a love relationship. It could also be a connection, a different kind of connection, platonic relationship. But however it is, someone is coming in and they're either around you already or they're about to be. And you've chosen to come together at this time. There's something you're going to do together, I think. Energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I feel this is somebody who can inspire you, or you can inspire them. There'll be a really strong connection here, a really strong bond. Now, how do you meet? We have Angel of Communication. I wonder if this will give us a clue. Let's just ask a little bit, because I feel that there is a someone that is being brought in. There's an opening to meet someone, or an existing relationship opens a door to a whole new level. What is this person like? Maybe get a flavour of this person. Let's get some clarification around this person. So, dilettante. Okay, light attributes. Delights in the arts. There are two cards here, actually. Let's use them both. Delights in the arts, without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. The shadow attribute, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Okay, then we have student, humility and devotion to knowledge. Angel of Wisdom, look at this, an openness to lifelong learning. The shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Well, your reading is the opposite of that. I actually think someone is coming in who's really, really, really going to assist you. Or you will assist them. You're going to be an incredible collaboration for some of you. Working on a project together, perhaps. Supporting one another in learning. There's definitely a high level of knowledge, lifelong learning. This could be somebody who helps you, even if this is not... well, if you think of... We have relationships with lots of people across the board. But if, for example, this was... a friendship, or you're taking up a new hobby, this would be like meeting somebody and you just hit it off, and you know that you can play together, you can learn together, you can grow together. If this is about love, this is absolutely a point when something is going to open up, this because there's loyalty here. This is I feel there's someone coming into your world who will be a lifelong, I would venture to say, a lifelong friend. Could also be a lover, could also be a colleague, could be even like a student, or a tutor. If you have a tutor who's a real mentor, it would be one of those really amazing bonds. Do you know what's coming to mind actually is a book called Tuesdays with Laurie. I don't know if you've come across this book. It's a remarkable book written by somebody, or written by a student of somebody who reconnected with his tutor in the last year of his tutor's life, and they used to meet every Tuesdays. It's a remarkable book, and because the tutor was such an inspirational person. Gosh, the temperature in here has dropped, so there's something really resonating here. Again, and maybe it is because it's a past life connection, someone coming back in. But yes, it was an amazing story. It was a real story, and all the proceeds from the book all go actually to assist charity work. So it's an amazing book. I really, really recommend it. But the tutor was so inspirational. He understood that life was worth living. Actually, he understood, he gave probably to everyone that ever met him, I think, just by being himself. And I sort of feel that's what this connection is, that's what's coming through. Really clear message, actually. How wonderful. What is coming through is that this connection with this person is going to remind you of who you are, and it will enable you to bring blessings to yourself and to others just by being you. This is the level of connection that is coming to you in a relationship. I would like to know more about the coming week, actually. Yeah, this is a fantastic connection. It does say delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So, I mean, it could well be, but yeah, it could well be somebody for some of you who really, I mean, for some it could be a mentor, a tutor. For others it could just be someone who does teach you from the school of life. Let's find out about the kind of, can we get a bit more information please about the timings around this, because this is a reading where we ask about now. Okay, you've got the workaholic card. Now this is very interesting. This came out in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, it may be relevant to you. I am sort of getting that this, it may be that it's in a working environment that you actually meet this person for some of you, but also for some of you it could be asking you to take time out from work. You're working too hard, you need to take time out, and it's when you take time out that actually you meet this person, or this person, the relationship with somebody, if it's someone you already know, opens up. Let's get a couple of clarifying cards around this. Maybe we have some clarification around this card, please. Around the workaholic card, please. So we have the 5 of Cups. That's interesting. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I think this is not actually saying that you're going to that you're I mean, it may be that you meet somebody through work, that is a possibility, but I feel that this is the Queen of Pentacles. She understands self-care. She's magnificent in terms of knowing when to work, when to play. And I feel there is something about your work-life balance. It may be that this person actually helps you to achieve a better life-work balance. It may be that they come in and they stop you from being a workaholic. Let's just check out a bit more on timings. Let's ask about the coming week for you, pile 2. May we ask about the coming week for my beautiful pile 2? May I ask about the coming week for pile 2? Instinct. Okay. How interesting. Okay. Instinct. We have perception. Okay. Asking about this coming week and prayer. Okay. These cards are all about looking forward rather than back in some way, shape or form. Trusting your instinct and navigating through instinct and awareness, which is also to do with wisdom you've learned from past experiences. Even the card of perception, it's like stepping into a space of unknownness. You can only, it's like there's only one way to go, which is forwards. Kano, the rune of openings. And the card of prayer, it's like somehow something is opened up. Somebody thought they were going to do one thing and then they end up doing something else. And it becomes very clear to them. Spirit source makes it very clear to them as to what the journey should be. So this is very interesting. I need clarification around this. I feel there is something around you this week. I mean, maybe for some of you there is a disappointment or something didn't quite work out. But it's actually going to be a real silver lining, a blessing in disguise. There's not only learning, but it's creating an opening for you that is going to take you forwards. Let's check on this. What is this about? Because we've got this element of relationship here. Is this about meeting someone and you then need to trust or trust your own instincts? Let's, angel of communication as well. Let's ask for clarity, please. Can we have more information about this coming week? So we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. We also have the 6 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this is looking forward, not back. We have the 9 of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups. How interesting. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is about not looking back. It really is about, do you know what? I think this opening, this gateway that is to be opened for you is it's a real destined, fated connection. It's a destined, fated relationship. In whatever way, shape or form it's arriving, it's going to be here for the long haul. But I feel that for some of you, because there have been disappointments in the past, or perhaps disappointments in love, if this is an existing relationship actually, that is someone's coming back into your life. For some of you, if there's been a falling out, someone could come in and be making an apology. And this is actually suggesting that you sort of you're needing to lean into a space of trust. There's only one way forward here, and that's forwards. You can't go back. So it has to be for the new. I feel if there's been a falling out, you know, somebody's going to be eating humble pie here with the Five of Swords. You know, there's a recognition of something that didn't work here. But then we see you riding to success and a great deal of satisfaction. Yes, some of you may well have, if this is an existing relationship, it could be someone comes in and makes an apology, and that they really are wanting to come back into your world. Trust your gut feeling on this, trust your instincts, because for you there's only one way forwards. I think things will have to be either very, very different with that person, or you'll be choosing to sort of say, do you know what, I'm just going to look after me. So I think you have choices here, and I think you take an ownership of them. Now, if this isn't an existing relationship and it's someone coming in, it may be that there's a fear or a concern or an anxiety around, will it work? Is it going to be okay? Will I get it wrong? You know, or will this person be who they say they are? I kind of feel like just trust your instinct. Know that at any time you can, you can make choices. The choices are available to you. I actually do feel this is something to potentially move forwards with. However you look at it, there is something here to be moved forwards. There is a gateway, a doorway opening for you. And I do feel it's destined, it's fated, and it's really, really going to be helpful. Largely, I know I said with an existing relationship, if someone comes in and makes an apology, you know, even though I kind of said, obviously, maybe if it's not right for you, you're going to ride away. Most of what I'm seeing here seems to me to be moving something forwards. I'm not really seeing a massive parting of the ways. I'm seeing a successful moving of something forwards, a successful conversation, a successful space of recognizing that everybody's learned and we can move on from that. So I'm seeing this, and I'm happening. If we're looking at this week, it would suggest that this is happening imminently. Like a renewal of trust, a renewal of your connection with somebody if it's existing, or a real sense of wanting to commit with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We've got a forward energy that connects up really, quite fast, really here, and feels really good. I'm seeing definitely a connection with someone here. So whatever that relationship is, it's a window of opportunity here for you. A lot of communication can take place, a lot of learning. It feels destined. It feels absolutely right and perfect for you, to be honest with you. I'm not seeing you leaving something behind. I'm seeing something move forwards, really. And sort of in that space of trust that Spirit has the universe has the upper hand. Source and Spirit are working with you and for you. So my beautiful pile 2. Yeah, this is your reading, I think, for this week, and it does connect in. It's funny, pile 1 also did connect in to what I was saying right at the start. We are in a space of profound accelerated growth, and Source, Spirit, the universe does have the upper hand. We are here to collaborate and work with Source and Spirit, and in many ways, if we tune into that and we really embrace all of the learning, I mean, my goodness me, these quantum leaps of growth are available to us. In this instance, it's connecting to relationship. Pile 2, If this is going to be the love of your life, you know, I'm so thrilled for you. If this is going to be, you know, the partnership, the business partnership, or the mentor, or the friend for life. I mean, on every level, it feels like there's loyalty coming in, connections. You've known this person before. It feels fabulous. And if there have been any upheavals previously, this is the point when it all comes back together. Pile 2, I am absolutely over the moon for you, because this is such a strong connection and it feels so perfect for you right now. So I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you would like to. Make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I post them. And I'm just sending you the biggest hug and tons of love. Pile 2, keep us posted in the comments. Thank you all for commenting as well. It's so good to hear what's happening in your worlds. Tons of love, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You have a new earth. This card also says it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Now, you have the glasses, and you also have Thurisaz, the rune of gateway. The rune of gateway tends to suggest there is a pause around you. Now, sometimes it invites us to pause and to reflect, and I wonder if you're being asked to sort of look through a different lens here. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown. Let's ask for immediate guidance, immediate messages that are needed for Pile 3 today. Angel of Wisdom. Loving this energy. Very peaceful. See, very peaceful, very steady energy. It's quite interesting. The animal spirit cards, I want to draw an animal guide. The card on the top is already sitting. It's literally sort of seemed to have shifted its position. So I'm going to take this. Peacock vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Okay. What I'm really seeing already, my beautiful Pile 3, is that you are actually working on something quite significant. The New Earth card says that you are actually on track. You really are. You're on track. You could be writing a book. You could be... you're visioning in something. You could be just involved in I don't know, some sort of meditation project, working with nature. But you are absolutely on track. You were born to shine. You have a part to play in, well, we all do. We all have our own part to play in creating a new world, generating, moving into a new age, into a new dawn. I spoke about this right at the start of the readings, and it's been relevant, you know, in every one of these readings. Thurisaz asks us to stop and review and look back at the journey that's got you to where you are now, and recognize that everything, even the really, really difficult stuff, has been a part of what's got you to here today. I think, in a way, you've learned so much, and because of your learning, because of your pathway, which has not always been easy, you actually have a massive contribution to make just by being you. I mean, for some of you, you are working on something and you're sort of feeling like it's just not getting off the ground. It's not happening, but it is happening. You are absolutely on track. The pathway isn't always easy as we move in leaps and bounds, quantum leaps, into the dawning of a new age, but you're on track and you absolutely have something, I think, to shine, to bring forth. You know, whether that's just you being your most amazing you, somehow there's a feeling as though you're needing to review and look through a different lens. Maybe you're not recognizing your own brilliance. Maybe you're feeling like you're not on track because something hasn't been running smoothly. Let's get some more information. I'm seeing both of these actually. Okay, so we have the card of Alchemist. Yes, look at this. I mean, this is a bit like the Magician. You can create this. We also then have addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Shadow attributes, compromises integrity and honesty, or allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. I am wondering whether actually with this card addict, I suppose some of you could have some form of addiction, and some form of addictive behavior. I'm seeing it more as an addiction to, or a repetitive, that's a better way of saying it, like a repetitive thinking patterns that take you into a space of self-doubt, where you feel like however hard you work, it's never going to happen for you. And this reading is actually challenging that. This reading is saying to you in a very challenging but thoughtful, gentle, supportive way, you're on track. What you're doing is right. Where you are is right. Even any difficulties you have experienced or are experiencing, they're here with purpose. They're part of a transformational process. When we leap into the new, it's not always easy. Tons of stuff can happen. It's not always easy. It's as simple as that. Let's draw more cards and ask about the coming week, and ask about for a bit more information here. What is happening this week? We have the Lovers, which is essentially a card of choice. That's interesting. It's a choice that demonstrates our maturity of choice, you know, the wisdom of our choices. So this is interesting. I'm seeing a choice around you. Perhaps you have been wondering whether to maintain something or keep going with something. This reading would suggest that it's worthy of keeping going, even if you've had a bit of a wobble of self-doubt and you've begun to think, well, this is never going to happen, or this isn't going to emerge. I think it actually is. I think that there's a choice in front of you actually over something specific, and I think it will work out actually. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I mean, look at this. I love the Hollywood sign behind her. It's like, yeah, this is going to work out. You're going to feel absolutely brilliant about this. It's going to work out for you. This is really, yeah, keep going. At the moment, it's feeling a burden. I get that. I can really see that. At the moment, you're feeling overwhelmed, a bit burdened. But do you know, you'll reach a point where you'll be able to celebrate. Okay, I think you really will. It's going to turn a corner, and you're going to reach a point where you are celebrating, and you'll be so pleased that you actually kept going. You really, really will be. We have also the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords. I think there's financial pressure around you. There's concern about not having enough, but there's concern about kind of poverty, not having enough. How are you going to manage? You know, if you're working on something alongside your day job and you're just exhausted, it's feeling really overwhelming. Will it ever break open? Will it ever go viral? Will it ever happen? You know, just really concerned that if you know, how on earth do you manage to juggle all this? I think there's a lot of stuff in your head around the sort of it's not working out, it's not happening, it's not going to happen for me kind of stuff. But actually, I think this is saying you're on track, even though you're feeling overwhelmed. I think some of you, and the feeling of burden, and I'm really sorry that you're feeling this way. You know, if you're actually feeling really joyous and bountiful in your life, and there's no challenges around you, this might not actually be the right reading for you. What I see here is there's this sort of this feeling of promise. There's something that you really, really want, that you're trying to hold that vision. You're trying to keep at it. If you're doing a course or higher learning or something outside of your day job, you may be wondering, how on earth am I ever going to make it all happen? You know, just again, that moment of overwhelm is sort of around at the moment. How can you juggle all these things? How can you carry all of this? But actually, everything here is really affirming that you're on track. This is all fine, even though there may be some challenges around you, juggling your time, your energy, even your thinking patterns. You are very definitely on track, and whatever you're doing, you are meant to be doing it. Even if there are difficulties, with Thurisaz, you might actually find, perhaps not in the moment, but after the event, that even if there is a difficulty, there's something within that is actually assisting you and will help you to move forwards. There'll be something that's brought to you that becomes a part of the process of moving ahead. It'll give you that different perspective, looking through a new lens. You'll see something. So even if there is a hold up, I do feel there'll be, it's not, I can't really say a silver lining, but there'll be a nugget of wisdom that comes from an experience. Even if the experience proved in the moment, you're thinking, well, this is crazy, this is so difficult. Even if it's feeling difficult, I think there's a nugget of wisdom for you here. I really, really do. That's going to come from it. It'll help rather than hinder, even if it feels like it's hindering at the moment. There's something within the circumstances around you that are actually helping you along the way. You are on track. Everything here is saying you are on track. Let's get additional cards. We'll get a little bit of, first of all, I think, let's look at the week ahead, see how this might be panning out. Let's get more information about the week ahead, and then we'll get some clarification around these cards. How is the week ahead panning out? So we have prayer. Now this is interesting, because this card speaks about someone being very goal orientated, or thinking they were going to do something else, and then the something else proved not to be right, so they ended up sort of staying on track with where they were already. That seems quite relevant. There's something about staying on track here rather than changing course. Expansion. So this is suggesting that this week, or certainly imminently, what you are currently doing, even though you're thinking, I think some of you, about taking a different direction, or maybe thinking it's not right for you, I think whatever you're working on, it is. And we're seeing something expand in the very, very near future. It could be this week, it could be a few days from now. We have perseverance. Keep going. Absolutely keep going, beautiful souls. Absolutely keep going. Whatever you are feeling, just persevere and keep going. It's going to expand, it's going to transform very, very soon. Let's get some additional cards, some clarification. Can we ask perhaps about timings, or let's ask about what's going on that's feeling like it's a little bit overwhelming. Can we get any more information about that for pile 3? Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords, and we have the 10 of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, I think for some of you there's been a circumstance or situation around you where you haven't actually felt as though you've had much agency. And that's about to change. That's what we're being shown here. We've got the 10 of Cups and the Emperor. You know, I think you may have struggled to feel as though you could find a solution that was beneficial for everyone. Some of you may even be walking away from something, or cutting, you know, some cords around something, just choosing to, you know, if you felt your integrity was compromised, I think you may be really choosing to sort of push back against that. But yeah, the circumstances around you, I think you have been in a position where you felt you've lacked agency, but that is about to shift. Something is going to move forwards. You may be feeling like there's a circumstance going on around you right now where you don't really have agency. You don't have your own kind of sovereignty, your own ability to make choices, but that is about to shift. Let me ask for more information. Yeah, look at this. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that is about to shift. I think you're able to, looking at this through a new lens and recognizing there's a nugget of wisdom to be found in what's been going on. If you can stand still and just kind of review everything, I think that nugget of wisdom will enable you to then take charge with real clear resolution. going back to this card, compromises integrity. If there has been anything around you that has not been completely honest, people haven't been acting honestly, or your integrity was compromised by somebody's actions, I think you might make a very clear choice as to what you're going to do. Doesn't mean you're not on track. You'll still persevere, but you may choose to walk away from someone, or just leave something, put it down, walk away from it, not invest in it any further, because it was taking you in the wrong direction, and you're actually on track. And you may well find, if you just press the pause button and really have an overview of this, actually you'll see very clearly what's been going on and start to take charge of your world. Make the choices you can make. Of course, we can never we have no control over the choices of others, but we can choose what we do in response. And this feels as though it's got that flavour around you, actually, pile 3. And this situation is going to expand very quickly. You just need to persevere. Persevere doesn't necessarily mean staying in it. It may mean making a choice to leave, actually. We have the Queen of Pentacles. How interesting. You need to look after your own self-interest here. Absolutely, unquestionably. Whatever's going on around you, this is looking after your own interests. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the card of Justice. Yeah, I do feel, my beautiful souls, this is a week when I think you are making potentially quite a significant choice around something, and this is that you in an area where you haven't had much agency, and it's stopped you from feeling that you can proceed, but you're on track, your pathway is clear. So this is about, and your world is about to expand. This is about making clear-cut choices. It's like taking back your own power, actually, pile 3. This is what I'm seeing you doing here, taking back your power. And also, not holding on to a kind of a grudge over this, but just being really clear, if something's not been feeling quite right, well, that's not for me. Sending you all the love in the world, but it's not for me. I shall love you from a distance, and choosing to kind of walk away or put something down, letting it go, moving on. If energetically there's just been something going on and on in your head about a choice that you made, this is the time to sort of review and let it go, and just make a decision to look ahead and move forwards, and to get yourself back on track again. I'm sorry that something has been going on that's felt quite challenging, I think, for some of you. But, definitely an overwhelm here, a burden. But my goodness me, you are coming out of this and out the other side. You are kind of at that crucial turning point where you just recognise you need to move on and beyond something. You can't cling to something that's been and done. You can't change it, but what you can do is choose what you do now, and you can create your future, and you have something amazing to bring forth just in being you. You were born to shine and inspire. Pile 3, this feels as though this is the turning point, and looking at a situation through a different lens, recognizing the learning and the nugget, the wisdom that's come from this, and then moving on from this is really, really a significant sort of personal choice, really. No reading will ever tell you what to do, but I think that choice is in front of you in a really, really valuable way. It enables you to expand, to transform, and that's fab. So I'm really thrilled that this turning point is here, because it feels as though something that was really quite heavy and hard work has been, you've been going through something that's really quite tough. So, beautiful souls, you are on track. Keep your vision. It is happening. And yeah, go for it. Look through a different lens. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. And absolutely go for it, pile 3. I am sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe, press a little bell icon. And thank you so much, all of you who comment. It's so cool to hear what's going on in your world and how you're overcoming things and how you're moving forwards. It's magic. So thank you so much for commenting, and thank you all also who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Tons of love, beautiful souls, tons of love. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon.